Students. Today, Miss Tolman, that's me, will be reading through your lesson 3 in our unit 3. Now, our lesson 3 is on ancient China. So, this fancy thing right here, if you click start, and we're going to turn the music off because that's a little weird. If you click on these little fancy little things here, they kind of take you through the different things that we will be discussing, kind of what they look like. It's pretty sweet that they kind of put it in perspective for you. So, all right, so we're going to start reading now. And here we go. So, since ancient times, most of the Chinese people have lived near the Huanghe and the Yangtze rivers, located in east central China. Their fertile valleys and floodplains enabled the growth of large empires and states. Huang is translated yellow. The Huanghe River is called the Huang, yellow, river because it washes yellow soil, rich in minerals, down from the lowest plateau. The banks appear yellow because of these deposits. Recognizing the importance of the yellow soil to the survival of the Chinese people, rulers from the earliest times adopted the color as their own. Robes, palaces, and royal tombs were all decorated in yellow. The emperor himself was known as Huang Ti, the Yellow Emperor. Surrounding China's center are mountains, deserts, and the Pacific Ocean. These natural barriers have influenced China's history by providing protection from the invasion and preserving a culture. Though the Chinese have traded their people and civilizations, outside influences have been very limited. In many ways, the Chinese civilization developed without influence. Its many unique characteristics are a direct result. The beginning of the Chinese civilization. Archaeological evidence has led historians to believe that the first communities existed along the Huanghe. Artifacts of these people include pottery, stone tools, and even silk. The pottery was fired in a furnace and painted with multicolor geometric shapes. The people knew how to keep silkworms and use their cocoons to spin silk. The Jia are believed to be the descendants of the Huanghe people. No known contemporary records exist of the Jia dynasty. Much of what is known about it has been passed down in oral traditions and myths. One such legend places the beginning of the Jia dynasty at 2500 BC, after a terrible flood washed away all the farms and villages along the Huanghe. Now, the Zhang dynasty. The Shang dynasty is the second dynasty mentioned in the oral traditions. However, its existence has been confirmed by thousands of artifacts. The most valuable of these artifacts have been oracle bones. Oracle bones were used by kings and priests of the Shang dynasty to know God's will for specific future events. From the inscriptions on the oracle bones, historians have been able to determine many things about culture, politics, economy, religion, and medical practices of the Shang dynasty. Thousands of the oracle bones have been found in the ruins of Yin. Many of these have been found in royal tombs. One of the most important of these tombs is that of Queen Fu Hao. Inside, thousands of artifacts made of bronze, jade, stone, bone, and ceramic were found in near perfect condition. The queen was buried with servants and animals. Thousands of cowrie shells were found in the tomb. Cowrie shells would have been used as money by Native Americans, Australian Aborigines, and tribal African peoples as well. Now, the Shang religion worshipped Shang-Ti, which may be translated to Lord on High. Shang-Ti governed all human affairs and natural forces. The Shang offered sacrifices at elaborate ritual sites. The actual manner in which these sacrifices were offered is not known. However, it is certain that both animals and humans were sacrificed. The Shang believed that their ancestors watched over them from heaven and could bring blessings or curses upon them. In order to please their ancestors, sacrifices were offered to them as well. Part of an ancestor worship included keeping record of the generations. Shang kings. Shang society centered on the king. He was not only the ruler, but the high priest. Many of the Shang kings were great warriors. Because the Shang dynasty controlled much of the fertile region of northern China, the Shang were often at war, defending their cities and the natural resources that maintained them. The fact that bronze was used for weapons and other warfare, such as cavalry, harness, and chariots, underscores the importance of the war to the Shang kings. Metal was rare in China. Tools such as hoes, sickles, essential day-to-day existence, were not made of bronze, but they were made of wood and stone. These are inferior materials to bronze, and with hard to use need to be replaced frequently. So with hard use need to be replaced frequently. Weapons were clearly more valued than anything else in the Shang dynasty. Writing. The Shang form of writing is the first known in China. In addition to the inscriptions on the oracle bones, the Shang characters are found on bronze and stone artifacts. Some historians believe they might have also been written on silk and bamboo. The characters used by the Shang are pictographs, similar to Egyptian hieroglyphs. They communicate through pictures and symbols. For example, the Shang character for sun is a circle with a dot in the center. Some of the characters used thousands of years ago are still used today. This fact makes the Chinese writing system the oldest known system in the world. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to read through your questions for you. So we've got number 1. Choose the best answer. What is the meaning of Huang Ti? Number 2. The first communities in China existed along the... Number 3. The first dynasty of China was... Number 4. The most valuable of the Shang artifacts were the... Number 5. The Chinese were invaded frequently to the geography of their land. Is this true or is this false? Number 6. True or false? Animals and servants were buried with the rulers of ancient China. Number 7. True or false? The Shang only used wood to make weapons. Number 8. The Shang writing system used characters similar to those of the Egyptian hieroglyphs. Number 9. Why did the people of the Shang dynasty keep generational records? Number 10. Select all that apply. On what were Shang pictographs drawn? You can select more than one here. So that is your lesson 3 in your unit 3. This is Asian influence, so this is ancient China. So know that you're doing a fantastic job. Keep moving forward. You've got this. I guarantee it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.